Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Fan Podcast. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at PWF Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Remember, the parental advisory label is there for a reason.
Oh, PWF Nation! Don't you dare be sour! Put your hands together and clap for Adam and Phil and feel the power! It's the podcast! Yes, it is!
That's right, everybody. Welcome once again to the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast with Adam and Phil. I'm Phil.
I'm Adam.
And this is episode 12. Thanks for listening so far. It's
Number
only
12.
It's only like 20 seconds in, but thank you.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Even though it's Wednesday.
Yeah, we record this on Wednesday right here in the basement.
The basement. Hashtag the basement.
Hashtag basement.
Awesome. We need to get some people in here, man.
Yeah, we need to have some more guests.
We need definitely guests.
Chris was in.
Yeah. I know Nikki. Hi, Nick Van. Shout out.
Did you use her name? What the fuck, man?
You gotta shout. Well, we use Brandon McMahon's name.
Goddamn stalker.
Not a stalker. She likes her stalkers. No, I'm not a stalker.
Hey.
No.
What you guys do is between you.
I've never even met the woman. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people trying to get in here and want to be on the show. So
speaking of meeting people, I want to thank everybody who bought one of our Keep Calm and Be a Pro Wrestling Fan shirts.
The t-shirts are awesome.
They are fantastic.
They fit.
Thank you, $5 Tees, for hooking us up.
Thank you, Sean.
Sean Rockin'. Everybody check out their website.
Shout out to you.
That's $5 $5 They got all kinds of designs ready to go. Make custom orders. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Again, that's $5 $5
Huge shout out. They were very awesome and courteous.
Huge shout out.
And hooked us up like awesome.
Awesome.
Even though your son kind of destroyed their store, but they were cool about it.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
My youngest kept running around, and that was kind of embarrassing and kind of funny at the same time.
It's all right because it happened, so it's cool.
It happened. I'm not gonna say it didn't because it did.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably why he remembers us too.
Yeah.
But other than that, awesome.
Just gotta meet up with a couple more people to get your shirts over to you. But that's it.
Did you get Brandon's delivery?
I got Brandon's mailed out to him. He should be getting that in a day or two.
Awesome.
Maybe hopefully by the time he hears this.
Cool.
We got delivered Nick's to her.
Right.
Just got a couple more people to meet up with, and that's it.
Awesome. So if you need your shirt, get over to Phil.
Sporting mine right now.
Mine also.
Yeah.
We match. We're twins.
Because we're fucking nerds like that.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with being a damn nerd. I've been called worse, and I've been saying it all week.
Yeah.
I've been called a nerd since middle school, so whatever. I'm 33. I own a house. I have a wife and kids. Call me whatever you want.
My wife calls me a nerd, and I'm like, you married me.
Right. You picked me.
You settled.
Yeah, right. You said I do. I didn't make you say that.
I asked, and you said yeah.
The ring was pretty. No. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was shiny.
It was shiny. It was nice. This episode, we're going to go over a couple things. We're going to review the Night of Champions pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Go over a couple news stories. And in our final segment, we're going to go over the WWE HOF. Real briefly before that, the TNA HOF.
Yeah, like what, 4 people? 5 people?
5 people total.
Yep, and I've named them all in one breath. So
yeah, you did. That was funny.
Hey, and I guessed, and I was right, and that's sad.
It is sad that you could just guess and get all these people right.
I assumed, and I haven't watched TNA since Trish and Albert and Test. No,
that's the wrong TNA. It's
a better TNA.
There really was a better TNA. I'm not gonna lie. Trish made TNA.
Trish can still make TNA.
She made TNA watchable.
Yeah. Her yoga helps also.
You know, DDP's yoga helps also too.
Yeah, but I don't want his TNA.
He's got all those yoga babes in his videos.
Bang! No.
Bang.
It's all good.
It's all gravy.
So first, Mr. Peter Parker here.
Peter Parker?
Yeah, you're doing your research and your homework, and I'm kind of proud of it.
I'm not like a genius, though.
Hey, but you're doing the printouts and...
Yeah, look at this. I got my fucking homework done.
Yay!
You hear that?
That's amazing. He has paperwork.
All right.
We have a file folder now.
Night of Champions pay-per-view. First match on the... for review here. the Cosmic Wasteland, Stardust, and the Ascension defeated Neville and the Lucha Dragons.
Indeed.
I like that they're doing something new with Ascension. I don't like them being comic book fucking villains. That bothers me.
They had nothing better to do.
I get that.
Let's put you with Cody. I mean, Stardust.
They could have went back to NXT, been repackaged just as ass kickers,
dude.
Like almost like Chronic or something. You know? Just put them back in regular wrestling clothes. Take off that godforsaken paint, and send them out. Have them kick ass. Give them a manager.
If that. I mean, shit.
No. Make them Heyman guys.
I mean, I would love to see a new type of manager. Managers are so dead. Like,
that's true.
The day of the manager is gone. We had Jimmy, we had Bobby, we had Grand Wizard, we had Sherry, we had Elizabeth, we had,
Colonel Parker.
Dude, if you weren't in the family with Heenan, you were with Jimmy Hart.
Dude, the Heenan family was awesome.
Huge.
The Dangerous Alliance in WCW. Yes. I mean, come on. They could bring that back and put any. We've talked about this on the page, in the group. I mean, you could have him manage any guys. All right.
Exactly.
You'd have Brock. One of my guys for it was Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Kevin Owens being with Paul Heyman. Take my money now.
Kevin doesn't like to be he doesn't get come across as a guy who takes orders well, though.
All right.
He doesn't play well with others.
I could see that.
I do like the idea of all ass kickers and like Kevin Owens, but I see Kevin Owens trying to outshine Brock, and that's just not going to happen. And his ego is going to get in the way and shit. So, I mean, but he does need the Ascension. I would give them a manager. I don't know if I'd give him Heyman. I'd give him somebody to just be a mouthpiece and not let them talk ever again.
Corey Graves.
Dude!
Would be an awesome manager.
Perfect. Corey Graves is hilarious.
Yeah. I love him on commentary in NXT. He'd be an awesome manager.
Dude. I'm going to rant. I'm going to get off topic because we always
Christian Cage.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I do like Corey Graves, though, because he's got that dark, menacing look to him.
He could be the Ellering to their...
Right. I was just thinking Paul Ellering, too. That's fucking crazy.
See?
Great minds.
What were we going to say?
Dude, there was a match. I can't remember. It was on NXT a couple weeks back. It's Blue Pants versus somebody. I can't remember. It was like that new...
it was the new girl. I don't remember her name. She's from Australia.
Yeah, we brought her up. Brooke? No, not Brooke. Something. I know who it is, but I can't think of the name. The best part of the whole match was Corey Graves' commentary because he was making fun of her, He was like, if I went out there in skinny jeans, y'all wouldn't call me skinny jeans.
We just might, Corey.
I was laughing my ass off. And he was like, what's her real name? He was like, she looks like a Rebecca. And it's like, whoever, I think it was Saxton on commentary, he was like, that's Blue Pants. We know her as Blue Pants. And he was like, and she probably got them on sale at Walmart. Oh, I lost my fucking mind. That shit was great.
That's
like, you are amazing. I'm glad they did something with you when you got injured and not just put you on the sidelines. And
that's good. They actually do take care of guys when they get hurt like that. Like when Draws was injured, he was on the website doing articles for like forever. And I mean, that's cool. They kept him around.
He was on WWE.com.
You still have something to contribute to us. And we're going to take care of you. So that's good, Back to the card. I'm glad they're doing something with the Lucha Dragons instead of just advancing them to the main card and then fucking crickets.
They're kind of being jobbers right now, though.
Yeah, but they can't beat everybody all the time, so you have to establish an actual.
I agree. I mean, it happens. It's just everybody can't win. But I still say Kalisto over Sin Cara. I don't really care for Sin Cara.
Yeah, Kalisto is awesome. Or Hunico there. I gotta.
Yeah. Call him by it.
Sorry, my bad. Kalisto.
No. Hunico. I'm gonna call him Hunico instead of fucking
Sin Cara Negro. The Black Sin Cara.
Dude, they were so trying to do that.
Yeah. Of the two, Kalisto's definitely better. You can't say he's not.
Definitely cruiserweight champion material right there.
We've talked about that so many times.
You love the cruiserweight hard division. I love the hardcore division. I think the
roster split.
The draft I think that was more entertaining.
Episode 11 for how this would break down.
If you haven't watched it or listened, if you can't watch it, listen to it. We're thinking about getting a camera.
Yeah, maybe one day
we'll
do
podcast
videos.
We might actually do the fucking backdrop and get a sheet that I don't give a fuck about and spray paint it or something. I don't want to cover the wall though. We'll figure something out.
Oh, we could do it in front of the wall. Look at that's an awesome wall. We just do that right in front of all the superstars.
Is that Mr. Perfect? Yes, it is. But yeah.
The bad thing is people will be like looking behind us like, is that fucking Big John Studd?
I'm like, shut up, Phil. Who's that? That's
Phil,
Moolah.
fucking move. God damn it.
Dude, move your head. But yeah.
Kevin Owens beat Ryback for the Intercontinental titles. Yes.
Happy. We finally have an IC champion that I can appreciate.
So glad he has a fucking title.
I'm okay with that. I don't care what title it is. You made it more important, and we all know how we feel about the IC title.
The long history of great Intercontinental champions now includes Kevin Owens. Fuck you if you don't like Kevin Owens.
Hey, you know what? We're Kevin Owens fans, and we're going to promote the shit out of Kevin Owens. I was waiting for him to be like, I'm the greatest Intercontinental champion since Randy Savage. Like, damn, that's a long-ass list of nobodies, apparently. But
well, you just skipped over Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect. The Texas Tornado. Oh, okay, maybe.
I mean, he was popular as hell at the time, and it was very sad when it happened. But
Ultimate Warrior, Jeff Hardy,
Triple H,
The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes. Owen, dude. Shit, Rick Rude.
Rick Rude, yeah.
I can go for days, bro.
British
Razor
Bulldog, Razor Ramon,
Diesel. Yes, Ric Flair, Carlito, John Morrison.
Just look down your wall and just keep Ken Shamrock.
You saw that too. You know, for days. I mean, hell.
It just goes on.
Godfather, Road Dogg.
The Godfather?
Jeff Jarrett. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Double J.
Yeah.
But he got beat by a woman.
China.
Not your average
Jericho.
woman. Jericho.
9-time IC champ. There's a reason for that.
Voted the best Intercontinental champion of all time in a fixed poll, because I don't believe Honky Tonk Man was on that list.
Honky Tonk Man's overrated. You can just debate that all you want. We don't agree on everything.
Look, I'll hit you with Shake, Rattle, and Roll right now.
You know what?
You won't get the
I'll
fuck
play
up.
it on the phone and get sued.
I won't post it to YouTube.
Damn.
All right. So we both agree it's a wonderful thing that Kevin Owens beat Ryback. So that's good. Oh, and Ryback, feed me less.
Can't stand your muscle-bound bitch ass. I can't wait till you get to the one match that I can't wait. Yeah, you're getting to it.
Dolph Ziggler beat Rusev finally, but it wasn't at the end of anything.
He's
shit just keeps going on and on. Fucking end it. I'm sick of it. It irritates the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's played out.
Would you just have a fucking blow-off match already? Something in a cage.
It's crazy how Rusev
a ladder
was this
match.
Unstoppable monster for months, and as soon as they fed him to Cena, now you can lose to anybody now. Lost to Cesaro, lost to Dolph. No taking away anything from Cesaro or Dolph. You know, huge fans of both, but. You know, back in the day, he would beat everybody. I mean, I could beat Mark Henry, I beat Big Show, I beat Khali, I beat, And
Cena didn't need that win. He didn't need to take that from him to elevate Cena. It's fucking terrible. You could have elevated Cesaro or Ziggler with that first win over Rusev. You know, you got this huge monster on a fucking year-long winning streak.
Let's see who we could feed Rusev to and make him look like shit. Cena's not doing nothing.
Or Cena was like, hey, guess what? Me and you next month.
I'll do it. Of course you'll do it, you pony boy. I don't like John Cena the wrestler. Let me make that perfectly straight and clear. Because John Cena the wrestler is not a wrestler. I do appreciate what he does for charity. I do appreciate what he does for kids. Like there was I don't know if you saw the segment, the girl that had cancer at Raw. He went and him and Sting.
Yeah.
Went out to the audience and gave her souvenirs and shit. And
see, that's cool shit.
That I appreciate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The person John Cena, okay.
I appreciate the person John Cena, just like you're saying.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt. Just go.
As long as that makes sense to people. It's like, okay, what you do for charity, what you do for as a human being, fuck you, I don't want your kids. Fuck you, I don't want to get married to you. I understand that part, Nikki. I get that. I hate you. But in the ring, wrestler, 5 moves of doom. Now I have a springboard stunner that you botch.
7 moves of doom, I think. No, it's 5.
You botch. He botches his damn. He doesn't even do the spinning power bomb anymore. He just, I don't want to pick you up. And it just, no, it's terrible. You gotten lazy and complacent, and
Cena needs to take time off. I think that'll like refresh everybody.
And the most important part, I agree. The most thing that everybody, John Cena's U.S. Open Challenge is interesting. You know what makes it interesting? It sure as fuck ain't John Cena. It's the suspense of who is going to answer the challenge and possibly beat John Cena.
Not you, Heath Slater.
That's poor Heath Slater. Slater's going to slate. Man, that first
shit.
night when it was Dean Ambrose, I was like, ooh, interest. Stardust next week. That's a squash match.
Hey, Stardust is all right.
But Cesaro, the whole reason Cesaro is over right now is the fact that Cena endorsed him as being one of the best in the back. Now, that I can appreciate.
Yeah, fine.
I like Cesaro, but just saying.
We digress.
A lot.
That's okay.
It's okay.
As long as we rein it in eventually and talk about the Dudleys and the New Day.
I love New Day. They're right behind the Dudleys. They are my second favorite.
They've grown on me,
dude.
Right? I can't deny it. They're entertaining, and they can do it in the ring. I don't know what else to say.
Hugely entertaining.
Right. The fucking trombone.
Love it. Who'd have thought a musical instrument
played badly?
Not only that, I mean, it's okay. He's got some. I mean, did you see him on Raw? Right, on Raw, he's playing Cena's match while they're fighting Cena. Like, okay, this is amazing. And then, at the same damn time, like, shout out to Snoop, who's going to be the host next week. But I don't think they need to
you pick one of you. I'm going to kick your ass.
Right. I was expecting Kofi.
Yeah, I would have expected Kofi too.
I'd have been good with Big E because that had at least been power versus power, and that could have shown some shit. Kofi's a former U.S. champ. Kofi's probably the most athletic out of all 3 of them.
Shit, yeah.
But then it was Xavier, and I'm like, well, you know what that is? I said I told my wife as soon as he went in the ring, I said that's John Cena saying he needs a chance because he's entertaining as shit. Like John Cena can call it and say, I'm gonna give that guy a chance. And I even brought up the reference to Brett when he would put his title on the line against like 1, 2, 3 Kid or
Brett
Jean-Pierre Lafitte and all this shit. And it's like,
I think that was borderline. They didn't have anything for Brett at the time.
Yeah.
So it was, you're a defending champ. You're gonna fight against everybody. Everybody gets a shot, and that was really cool. I really liked that. It wasn't just on Raw or it was every show.
Right, and he was a defending champion. I can appreciate that. But like I said, the most important thing to me, myself, you can disagree. You can be like, oh, Adam, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's your opinion. I always tell you to express your opinions and do whatever you want with that. Everybody has one. But I think the most interesting part of it is not knowing who's going to come out, not knowing, oh, shit. Like, sorry to say, if Slater going to come out, FU, 1, 2, 3, I'm sorry, AA, 1, 2, 3. All right, who's next? Like,
I would love to see Slater come out and squeak out a victory over Cena.
Boy. Like a pair of Barry and Horowitz.
Like he rolls him up, schoolboy, and gets the 3.
The schoolboy.
And he's like, oh my god! that would be the fucking shit. I would love that.
Just to have Cena put him over and like, oh shit.
Just to have Cena be like, motherfucker.
Like this motherfucker actually did something. God damn.
Or
well, hell, Zack Ryder was U.S. champ, so I mean.
Yeah. Woo woo woo.
He actually got a title shot, and actually kind of in his hometown. I mean, of course, in your hometown you're going to go over, but almost won, kind of, but not really.
Fuck Cena and everybody who looks like Cena, even Marky Mark.
I look like Marky Mark ate Marky Mark. Dude, if you haven't seen the movie, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Train wreck.
I'm not trying to see naked John Cena.
You don't. That's the only part. Like, dude, I bled out of my eyes. It was not okay. Anybody who's seen that, I'm sorry for that scene alone. I mean, the movie itself is funny. Me and my wife saw it. We were pretty, it was hilarious. But that scene alone.
Like, you go to the concession stand before the movie starts. You're getting the snacks and shit.
No, get your concession stand during that scene. Like, wait for the big old bottle of big old tub of popcorn.
I'm just saying, you go to, get a fork for whatever you're eating. And the lady's like, sorry, sir, what are you seeing? I'm seeing the one with John Cena and Amy Schumer, no, we can't serve any forks to you. You're gonna want to poke your eyes out.
Just that scene alone, dude, and it's like, oh, I mean, I don't want to spoil nothing, but at the same time, you don't want to see that.
Becky wants to see it, so we'll probably end up seeing it.
Yeah, cover your eyes. Or wear shades that have eyeballs on them so that it looks like you're awake.
Shout out to my lovely wife for modeling the brand new Keep Calm and Be a Pro Wrestling Fan t-shirt.
Becky was pretty. She pulls it off nicely.
And then you had to copy it and say
I used different words.
You're gorgeous.
You said
wife.
beautiful. I said gorgeous. You know what? She modeled the shirt. She took the picture. She actually allowed me to post it on Facebook. So I'm proud of her for that. She hates pictures, period. So, and then there was a bunch of people getting a like. So I was like, look, people like it. She's like, yay.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, whatever. But it's cool.
Speaking of divas, though, the next match was the Divas title match.
Charlotte whooped that bitch's ass. Finally, I'm so fucking happy.
Didn't she?
She fucking tapped like
made her tap out. That was the best part.
Cockhorn.
The one thing I did notice, Team Bella tried to interfere, and Nikki's like, "What are you doing?"
Right, because if she if she got disqualified, she'd have lost. So she didn't want.
Bullshit. Get out of here, bitches.
Right, like, dude, I'm just ecstatic that bitch.
She had that awareness to say.
Right.
Fuck, man.
Don't do shit. She wasn't trying to lose. He was going to lose anyway. It was done.
I just wish it would have been done 6 days before.
Right. And broke the fuck. That would have been.
Yeah.
And then rematch at the pay-per-view, and then Charlotte still won the rematch.
They should have restarted the match. They're like, all right, we're going to rematch right now.
Right. Kind of like The Rock and CM Punk at the Rumble that year.
Right.
But
But instead, it's a big fuck you to the Brooks family. And that's all it was. You want to pay attention to what we're doing here?
I'm definitely paying attention.
Are you playing Angry Birds? What the fuck are you doing over there?
I'm not talking Angry Birds. I'm talking to the millions and dozens of my fans.
Dozens and dozens of our Ivy League fans.
You know what? I appreciate every one of them, though. That's all good.
That's okay.
So yeah.
I thought that match was better than it would have been between Nikki and Paige, for example. Paige
pipe
fucking whore.
Dude, everybody's like, oh my god, Paige. She watched an AJ Lee tape and got her idea from her. AJ's the originator, not Paige. That pale piece of...
The Divas
dude.
Revolution thing started with AJ, not Paige. Fuck you, Paige.
Right. Paige is trying to cash in on her milky goodness. Or whatever the fuck it is.
Your pale ass.
Yeah. I'm calling her Hellman's from now on.
If you didn't have black hair, we wouldn't be able to fucking see you.
If Paige had a baby with Sheamus, they'd be invisible. You can't see the baby. Like, oh, where is it? It's glow in the dark, child. Like, what the fuck?
The baby's in the nursery.
Name it Neon.
Where? I see the name, but where the fuck is your baby?
It's white on white. Like,
we call him Mayo.
That's Hellman's.
That's Hellman's.
AKA Mayo, baby. Like, he's got the street hood name already. That's Mayo, baby. Like,
wow.
I grew up in the hood. What can I say? Yes.
See, then there was the Wyatt family. Wyatt, Harper, and Braun Strowman against Roman Reigns, Ambrose, and Chris
Jericho. I didn't even react. Like, I heard my reaction was exactly this. Jericho? I wasn't even like, oh, yeah. Jericho!
As soon as his countdown started, I was like, ah.
Well, as soon as the fan jumped in the ring and fucked it up for everybody, and Wyatt's sitting there like, is that your guy? And Roman's like, so what if it is? Like, no. He even dressed the part. Like, I'm Shield too, motherfucker. Like, we all know you.
I was listening to Jericho's last podcast with Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, gosh.
Check out Talk is Jericho, by the way. That's an awesome podcast. That's a free plug. Yeah, I'm going to send you a bill, Jericho. Never mind, I won't.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Anyway, he talked about, fans jumping into the ring. And he asked an actual police officer. And
he said shoot him on sight.
They have the legal right to beat the fuck out of you if they want. That's true.
That's right. I read that.
Like, it's like you jump. It's like you breaking into someone's house.
Yeah.
They can hit you in the face with a baseball bat, and nothing will happen.
And not care. I'm like, nope. Yeah. You jump. The barricade's there for a reason, people.
Yeah. The barricade is where you stop.
Dude, if
we go into your area,
right,
you still don't touch us.
That's like me going into some random person's house and, hey, no, get the fuck out. Like, dude, it's for you to watch, not for you to touch.
Yeah.
like a pretty woman.
But
Stalker.
going back to the actual match, the countdown ruined Jericho as a surprise partner for me.
Yeah.
If it would have just been like, break the walls down!
Right.
It would have been like a total shocker.
Right.
But having the countdown, like, Chris Jericho's coming! He's not even appeared yet.
Oh, it's Jericho! And you're like, why is it Jericho? And then, like, there was a couple people on the page, they're like, why Jericho? And I had to remind, I can't remember who, but I reminded a few. I'm like, well, him and Wyatt, about this time last year, had a rivalry. And if you can watch it back, watch Bray. He's just sitting there shaking his head with his eyes closed, like, okay. He didn't even care. He had the same reaction I did. Jericho. All right. Like,
All right, let's do this. That's
dude,
fine. I can do that.
There's so many more. Dude, if Samoa Joe would have showed up.
Right?
That would have been perfect. The whole background lineage of the Samoan, lineage.
Well, Samoa Joe's not related to him, so.
No, but still, Samoa or whatever. Fuck, Haku or somebody. Anybody would have been. No.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Or
It's top tier.
Jimmy Uso.
They've done that.
Yeah.
They've done that on SmackDown, and it wasn't important then. They're Roman's back down to the top tier of the mid card level. Like, you're not main eventer, but you're IC title status, U.S. title status. You're not.
Give him a little while,
They tried that.
Being the leader of his own
they tried
faction.
That. They tried it. It didn't work.
Not the Shield, but the Samoan SWAT team, like I keep fucking suggesting. They're not listening.
Right. It's not where it goes.
But they don't care. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the match as a whole.
I like the fact that the Wyatts won.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Because it pushed. Jericho's putting Braun Strowman over. And I understand that. He came back to put him over. That's fine. I don't quite understand the whole aftermath of, them. Okay, it's cool. We lost, but I ain't mad at you. And then he kind of shoves Dean and Roman out of the way. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
That was probably the most interesting part of the whole
That's
thing.
setting up him and Dean, because Dean made the phone call to him to show up to be their partner.
Mm.
Like, that's your boy. You got to go fucking handle that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's gonna be a good match if that happens.
Right.
Dean and Jericho, take my money.
Or Roman Jericho.
I think Dean and Jericho would be a better match.
I mean, Jericho knows, I don't want to say he knows his place, but he's pretty much there to entertain and be like, as like a shock value, like, oh shit, it's Jericho. And then put you over.
But I don't know if he has that shock value anymore.
He has a title shot against Kevin Owens this Saturday.
Why? How?
Because
What
he's
the
Jericho.
fuck?
He's Jericho. I think it's Saturday. I read somewhere that he's getting a future title shot, and I think it's Saturday at MSG. I could be wrong. Somebody could correct me on that. But I read somewhere that he's getting a future title shot. I'm pretty sure Owens is going over. But I think that's just what Jericho is here for, just for my basic point, is, he's going for the IC title, he's going for the US title, but he's not going to win. Like, I guarantee you, Raw, here's the open challenge, and break the wall. Like, ratings?
That would
yes.
be good, yeah.
But he's not going to win.
Yeah.
I don't think Jericho's... Except for when Cena first started, I think, when he was wearing like the yellow and purple tights and couldn't decide who he was and didn't have a gimmick, he was just, I'm John Cena. And that...
Ruthless aggression.
Ever since John Cena has been popular in 2005, God, it's been a decade.
Oh, shit, dude, it has been a decade.
Jericho has not beat Cena. He's made him tap when he was a rookie, 02, 03-ish, but since he beat JBL for the title at WrestleMania 21, Jericho has never beat Cena.
Yeah, I think, wasn't it Cena that got Jericho fired in storyline?
There was a storyline, he said if he couldn't beat him, he was going to quit.
Yeah,
he left. And then they had was it a championship scramble or something? Or, I forget, it had 5 or 6 people in it, and Jericho's the first one to lose. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I expected you to last to like the final 2, at least maybe 3. You're not the first one eliminated, God. And that was right after I met him at Tri-County Mall, by the way. I asked him about it. He was like, oh, we'll see. I'm like, can't give out? No, okay. I get it. You got secrets.
Of course he can't tell you what the fuck's going to happen.
Right.
At that point, if it was like Saturday, he might have not even have known the ending of the match until like Sunday night before he goes out there. Like, oh, that's what's going to happen.
Now, I have heard that because, I didn't know what's going to happen until I get there at the arena. Or whatever. Or sometimes I've heard that they're lined out months ahead of time. Like they know in Survivor Series who's going to main event Mania. Like, we're trying to get, it's Survivor Series. We're trying to get Daniel Bryan to fight for the world title. And, so-and-so is running a Rumble, but he's going to have to fight for it in February at the Elimination Chamber. And then we're going to go to Mania and the underdog story. And yeah. And, I've heard both sides where it's like, I didn't know I was beating Shawn till tonight. Like, fuck you, Daivari. I hate you. That is his career highlight. Beating Shawn Michaels.
He beat Shawn Michaels, so, yeah.
I have a few choice words, but I don't want to offend anyone on here because we might have some...
Daivari's an actual good wrestler, man.
He is, but
they made him a manager.
Beat Shawn, the GOAT, well, the secondary GOAT, I'm going to just say secondary.
Think about how many guys Flair's put over, okay?
Yeah, but they're all worth it. Flair, Dusty... made Dusty, no, don't take nothing away from Dusty, but Flair and Dusty made Dusty. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he was great with the fans and he was over and everything else, him beating Flair was like, oh my God, he's one of us. Like, that was his whole thing, was I'm a common man, I'm just like you, my tummy might be a little bit big, my booty might be a little bit big.
Holy shit.
Bruh, but hey, shout out to Dusty, shout out to fucking Ricky Steamboat. Magnum TA. All these guys he put over because Ric Flair was the fucking man.
All right.
It's not because he was champ 16 times, which does help, by the way, but that also means
18, depending on who you ask.
He also lost 16 times. Shout out to my boy Daryl Ward for pointing that out. Yeah, he'll point out any flaw he can for anybody.
Man's 62 years old. Give him a break.
You know what? He's still one of the greatest of all time and my absolute favorite, and I'll go on record as saying so.
Yeah.
But Ric Flair can make fucking Mike Awesome look awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
If people could see me cringe when he said that.
Yeah, he did. He was all, oh, God. Mike, what Ed's saying, Mike's totally not so awesome. Like,
Mike Awesome was terrible.
That name was terrible. That 70s guy. Why are you dating fat chicks on a bus?
And I know he's dead, but fuck you, Mike Awesome.
I can't say that. I don't respect his work. But I
don't respect him as a man for being willing to take the ECW World Heavyweight Championship to WCW. Fuck
Bold
you,
statement. Bold.
Mike Awesome.
Yeah. Rest in peace at the same time. Oh, I'm not going to say it.
Oh, yeah, rest in peace, fine.
Whatever. But I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. So, yeah.
And also, fuck you, Alundra Blaze. Yeah.
Respect Medusa.
She did the same shit.
The women's title didn't mean shit. Not then, anyway.
Still doesn't.
It does it now because it's not a women's title. It's a Divas title. The women's title? Dude, 2002. Probably one of the best years for women's wrestling. Trish, Lita, Victoria, Molly. Shit, that Fatal 4-Way right there is worth pay-per-view money. I'd pay the $9.99 right now.
I'm not talking about the division or, wherever they were from.
Alundra Blaze.
But you're an asshole for taking your company's title to another company.
How much money she got for that? I did the same thing.
I know, but still, you're an asshole. All right? That's an asshole move to do.
In the Hall of Fame, asshole.
Yeah, which is weird.
I'd have put her in the Hall of Fame years ago.
Yeah, but I can still see Vince being like, fuck you.
You know what? I know he holds grudges. I get it.
Yeah, he does. Ask Phil Brooks.
Yeah, ask Mrs. Brooks.
Ask Mrs. Brooks. Yeah. Speaking of Night of Champions, let's get back to this shit. John Cena and Seth Rollins.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Rollins was in 2 awesome matches.
Rollins is the fucking man, and I don't care who disagrees with me.
He's Seth freaking Rollins. This guy has won me over, okay? Seth Rollins has proven that he's awesome.
Did you read what Sting said about him?
No, I didn't. What did Stinger say?
Oh, okay. Well, first let's cover the Cena match, and then we'll
first the Cena match. That shit was all over the place, and
great. His match with Cena at SummerSlam alone.
Yeah,
was fucking brilliant.
Power Ranger did not hold back in this match.
Dude, he showed now he's got what he's got, like 450 splash. He's got a Phoenix splash that he's used for years, but he's finally bringing it out. He's got frog splashes and shit that he's coming out of nowhere. The fucking superplex from the top rope, and then another suplex just
that
because.
That was wicked. I love that shit. That was awesome.
I love new shit that I've never seen before. Like, oh, wow!
He held on to it and then suplexed him again.
That's brilliant.
What the fuck was that?
That's brilliant.
Who does that?
Seth freaking Rollins does that. That's amazing. I am very proud that he is our champ, and I can't think of anybody else I'd rather see champ.
Yeah.
The U.S. title.
Cena beat him for the U.S. title. You can have it, Cena.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I'm not proud of you being champ, but hey.
I mean, I thought he might walk out with no titles.
Yeah.
But he lost that title, and then he retained against the Stinger.
Boy.
Sting.
He got legitly hurt, though.
Yeah, Sting was legit hurt. That powerbomb in the corner.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was fucking vicious.
Neck, they replayed it, and they showed you where the whiplash, and it's like, dude, he is not a young chicken no more, dude. He's not.
He's my mom's age, dude.
Spring chicken is what I meant.
He's like 55.
Yeah, he's up there.
No, he's how old am I? Yeah, he's 55.
Yeah, so he's up there. Mid-50s is not something you want to play around with, especially with your neck.
Yeah.
And as being as agile and athletic as he is, it's still 55 is impressive. But I read an article, and I'm pretty sure if you want to look it up, they said while Sting was being put in an ambulance to get checked on, Seth was right there, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, la la la." And Sting said he was like super professional and everything. He's like, "Oh, I can't believe I hurt you. I'm so sorry. I was you for Halloween when I was a kid. I have nothing but respect for you and all this. I can't believe that you let me, do this with you in the ring tonight.
You let me try to kill you."
Right. Like, thank you so much. And he was like, Sting even said Seth Rollins is the best they have right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, that's like huge endorsement just from fucking Sting. Like, oh, wow. Like, Ric Flair said the best he's ever been in the ring with was Sting. Sting says the best he's ever been in the ring with is Seth Rollins. The fuck does that say?
Means if we could take Seth Rollins and put him into a fucking time machine and send him back to 1988 and put him against Ric Flair, that shit would be epic.
88, 89, Starcade something, whatever year that was.
Whatever. The Great American Bash. How about that?
Thank you, Dusty.
Yeah.
Awesome. War Games!
And just segueing into, I posted a question on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast for everybody out there.
Plug it in.
And shared it to our Facebook group. Just saying, hey, what did you want us to talk about, basically? And Brandon McMahon was the one who said, talk about what happened to Stinger. So here we are. I got the latest news from Inquisitor.com. Sting suffered... Okay, it's been a little over a week since wrestling legend Sting suffered a spinal injury during his match with World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Let's see. What we do know, however, is that Sting is suffering from spinal stenosis, which has ended the careers of multiple wrestlers, including Edge and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The neck injuries.
Yeah, it's a neck injury. Basically, what I got from it when I looked it up, like the vertebrae column is compressed. Is what I got. It's narrowed, is what it comes down to.
Gotcha.
So that's a very painful, serious injury. So I would not expect Sting to be back in the ring anytime soon.
Yeah, because I remember the night after Raw, or the Raw after the pay-per-view, they're like, "Oh, we're going to open the show with a huge announcement from Sting," and then here comes Dean Ambrose and the Wyatt family, and there's a big old fight, and I'm like, "Where's Sting?" And I didn't, I guess at the time realize how important it was. To the point where it's like, oh, shit. Like,
yeah, you start thinking, is the announcement his retirement now? Because holy fuck.
Right. I mean, shit, Daniel Bryan's out. All these tag team guys are out. Eric Rowan, Jey Uso, now Sting. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Their roster's kicking its own ass. That's what's happening.
And you're putting on such great matches at the same time you're not looking out for your well-being, which is why Dolph Ziggler was in trouble for the longest time, because he'd rather sell than fucking... sell out.
Sell and oversell is what it is. Jesus Christ.
Some of the bumps he takes is like, God damn. Like, is he all right?
It's like, would you stop?
He's going to end up like Christian with the concussions and shit.
Yeah.
Alberto Del Rio did not make that any better when he took... Oh, dude, when they transitioned the title back and forth for that little period of time during their rivalry, and he just kicked him in the head like 4 times just because he could. It's like, God, stop. Like, his eyes are all... Dunkin' Donuts already, glazed over like a motherfucker.
He bruises like a peach. Would you stop?
All right. Oh my God, stop. He has kids. Damn. No, he doesn't.
By God.
That man has a family. No, he doesn't.
I think he does. He's right for kids.
I don't think he does, but could look into that.
Then Kevin Lane also on the Facebook group said,
shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin. Talk about the Millionaires Club and the New Blood angle. WCW is working.
We can go old school WCW.
Yeah.
See, we don't always talk WWE, even though it's the mainstream. But I love going retro.
I like going retro. This is good.
Awesome.
I was actually looking this up, listening to the old pay-per-views from 2000 when this was going on.
Harsh.
I was listening to the network while I was working. I couldn't watch
Multitask,
which wasn't that bad. So I got to miss, things like Scott Steiner against The Wall, for one.
What were you thinking?
Jesus Christ.
God, this is the Vince Russo era, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh.
It started with Russo coming into WCW after being kicked out. He comes back.
They thought he could save WCW because of the Attitude Era in WWE,
right.
and he was the head writer.
Yeah, he was the head writer for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Then they put him on the shelf and made Kevin Sullivan the head writer. That Kevin Sullivan, brother. I can't do a Boston accent, but you get what I'm saying.
Telling you, some Taskmaster shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick little sidebar. How do you book your wife to hang out with a guy that she's supposed to be dating on the show and make them travel together and expect her to not fuck this younger dude?
You pretty much asked her to cheat.
I'm just gonna say that.
Go. You can go have sex with that guy.
No. You stay in the hotels with Benoit. He's fine.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine. What could go wrong? Yes, I think it's long enough we can make fun of it now. I mean, it's still sad, it's still tragic as hell, and oh my god, why? But
even saying all this, I'm like, oh, I'm an asshole.
You know how when you're a comic and you're on stage, oh, he's killing tonight. Now you just call it a Benoit.
Oh, yeah, you just made fun of Benoit.
I said that.
And we just got a bunch of people not liking our page.
You know what? I unlike this.
These guys are assholes.
I don't understand why they would say things like this.
But anyway, that's my tangent about Kevin Sullivan. You're a fucking idiot, Kevin Sullivan.
You moron.
Anyway, then they saw that what he was doing wasn't working, brought Vince Russo back, and then him and Bischoff brought everybody in the ring and were like, we're starting from scratch right now. Great. So
all this young talent that never got any fucking recognition or notification, you're the main events. And then at one time they had every fucking WCW title. I think Jarrett was heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
Canyon, I believe, was U.S. champ. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I'm going by memory here. This is 15 years ago, so I don't have paperwork in front of me or nothing. You do. You can correct me if you want.
I just watched the or listened to the pay-per-views today.
Palumbo and O'Haire, tag champs.
Palumbo and O'Haire.
The most potential in the entire fucking storyline. I will say that. O'Haire had some promise to him. And just sad what happened to him.
O'Haire was really taken off in WWE especially when they teamed him with Piper.
Yeah,
holy fuck, this guy's teaming with Piper now.
You got endorsement for days.
Right.
That's a fucking legend.
That is legit.
Right. It's kind of like when Flair was back in Triple H. I mean, Triple H didn't need it at that point, but right before they formed Evolution, before they brought Randy and Batista into it, you're fucking with Flair. Like, that's enough right there. Who was it with Harley Race for the longest time as their manager? Harley Race has been multiple times.
Vader had his manager.
Vader didn't need to get over. He was already over. But Harley Race in your corner is going to make people fucking take notice.
Vader was WCW champ for a year without Harley Race in his corner.
Right.
He didn't need a mouthpiece.
Don't. How do I say this? Vader, the end of Vader's. I mean, he's still not done. He's still wrestling today. But like after the late 90s. I'd say right around the time he came to WWE when he was feuding with Shawn, like 96, 97. They didn't know what the fuck to do with him. That man...
Fuck no, they didn't.
That man... I talk about being underused. That man was a fucking monster. And he belongs in every fucking Hall of Fame. I don't care if it's a WWE Hall of Fame. He belongs in a Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. I know there's something like that somewhere.
Yeah, there's some actual main Hall of Fame other than
PWI or something Hall of Fame.
Like the Cauliflower Alley Club or something like that.
Yes, dude. For the longest time. Japan, WCW, NWA, it doesn't
Everywhere
matter.
he went, he won the world title.
He was a fucking...
I'm pretty sure.
Except for WWE.
Except for WWE.
Because they didn't know what the fuck he did. Oh, look at this fat guy with a mask. I'm like, no!
Did you see the tapes?
Do you know who he is? Ask Mick Foley. Ask Sting. Ask Rick. Dude, Oh, it was.
Ask Mick Foley what it's like to be lost in Cleveland. That had to suck balls.
Right.
You're lost in Cleveland. Anyway, so yeah, that's what happened with Vince Russo. They restarted everything, and they labeled all the younger guys the New Blood.
Yep.
Even though the Steiners were in that group, and they are not at all New Blood at that point.
Not at all.
When you've been wrestling since '85,
right?
You're not New Blood.
Steiner line. Oh.
Steiner eyes. On one of the pay-per-view where Scotty was wrestling, that was his entrance music. And I don't know. I don't.
Did they fuck up?
No, I don't know
What?
if WWE switched it from whatever he was using to that, or if that's what
that
he was
might be
using
on the
at time.
network. It could be on the network.
It was on the network.
Yeah, because dude, if you watch, you can't, dude. Watch ECW.
I know they do that with all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Switch around the music to what was their music.
Right, but then they bought the library, so shouldn't they own the music too?
Well, no, they would still owe royalties for it. Yeah.
It was a fucking police siren and just a beat to it. I don't know.
But yeah, it was just the whole New Blood thing was just fucking convoluted against the Millionaires Club.
Right.
Hogan, Flair, Kevin Nash, DDP. I think DDP was in it.
Yeah.
I mean, like all the older guys.
This is back when Nash and DDP were like tag champs.
It was the older guys,
right?
Basically.
So new versus old. I get it, but you made all the young guys that are green as shit.
Right. The Natural Born Thrillers were fucking rookies.
Right.
They were
Mike
young
Sanders.
as hell. Sanders was their mouthpiece. He was their leader. He was all right.
Fucking Sanders. Sean Stasiak.
Stasiak wasn't a rookie though. He was.
I know he had some, but
meat.
Meat.
He was meat. Yeah.
That's what you're gonna forever be known for.
Sorry. I mean, if I need a chiropractor in his area and I go into his office and I'm like, meat's gonna hurt my back.
No, dude, like his father.
I don't want meat touching me.
his father, Stan the Man Stasiak, fucking awesome wrestler. If you don't know anything about him, you do the homework on him and watch the network on that. Former champion.
Yeah.
Sean Stasiak never held a fucking title as far as I know.
No.
In any federation.
I don't think so.
Ever.
It's possible, maybe.
But shit. Just a fucking...
And Mark Jindrak's in Mexico was Marco Corleone.
Yes.
He's doing quite well for himself.
Former NWA champion, by the way.
Nice.
Yep.
Good work.
And I think Rob Conway or Rene Dupree or somebody like that.
Conway wasn't in the thing.
No, but he's their current NWA champion.
Yeah.
One of them. I can't remember exactly who.
But
yeah.
The one thing I really remember directly.
Yeah, say it.
It's what we were talking about earlier.
Go ahead.
From the whole New Blood Millionaires Club thing was Kidman against Terry Bollea.
I think we're just gonna call him that because the disrespect.
No. He was saying,
Oh, he came out as Terry.
It's about Bollea. TCOB taking care of Bollea. Fine. Whatever the fuck. Yeah. Okay. It's just a reason for Billy Kidman to fight you.
Kidman won.
Didn't he?
Kidman won. That right there is a shot in the foot to all pro wrestling. I'm sorry.
I mean, so Hogan was willing to help Billy Kidman and put him over.
I get it. I mean, the sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then, but Billy fucking Kidman. We both know how we feel about Billy Kidman. First podcast.
I'm letting go of my anger for this moment and just talking nice right now, okay? But fuck Billy Kidman. Everybody looks like Billy Kidman. Goose Fraba. And on the episode, on the pay-per-view I watched, I actually got to take a glimpse because I was watching part of it at lunch. So that was good.
Gotcha.
That's when Tori jumped on the apron and she was wearing that like pink dress.
The best thing about Billy Kidman was Tori Wilson.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Really? Don't let Becky hear that.
Yeah.
Tori Wilson was probably the hottest non-wrestling.
She wants to see Magic Mike XXL or whatever it is.
Kevin Nash is in that.
Big sexy.
Look, it's Diesel.
She showed me his picture in it, and he's ripped, and I'm like, they photoshopped this fucking.
Yeah, it's photoshopped like a motherfucker.
That is photoshopped.
I think he tore his quad taking that photo.
I was taking a drink of my
Stand still. Shit! Hurry up!
Kevin, stand up and just take this picture.
Take the photo!
Ow, my quad!
Shit! Diesel power! Ow!
Diesel power. I like how he's inducted as Diesel and not Kevin Nash.
I remember when he had the glove and he wouldn't bump your hand in the audience unless you had one too. Like
that was when he just first turned heel. There's still a fan bump. Yeah.
Right. Oh look, A fan. Yeah. Like, nope, you don't have a glove. Sorry, can't do it.
This was when it was Bash at the Beach or Beach Blast or whatever the fuck they called the beach one.
It was Bash at the Beach, but I think there was a Beach Blast before that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bash at the Beach, better name.
Yeah.
Still
iconic with the NWO, but go ahead.
Yeah, that was the most iconic.
I will say this about WCW, let's tangent real quick. Their sets were creative as shit.
Yeah, their sets were nice.
Halloween Havoc, dude, with the headstones and Macho Man, right? No, I mean, not now. That's just irony, but... they put the wrestlers' names on the headstones and
that was Sting. I remember what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, the Bash at the Beach with the whole plank as the entrance ramp and the sand on the sides and shit. Awesome. Starrcade, it had the big. It was always the same, but it still felt important. It was like, oh shit, it's Starrcade. Like they came around the sign instead of coming through that little entrance thing. They got WWE doesn't have that. Like they did until about like 2000. I mean, like 2004. Every set was different for every pay-per-view. Now it's the same set with just different lighting and different, promos and logos and shit.
I don't know. Maybe
they don't.
I have no idea why they do that.
WrestleMania they did it.
Yeah.
WrestleMania
9 at
in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, JR in a fucking toga.
Right. It was a toga party.
His first night on the job.
Bobby Heenan comes out on a camel backwards. I mean,
that was good shit. I love Bobby Heenan.
Bobby Heenan's hilarious.
Speaking of needing managers, Jesus Christ, Bobby Heenan.
Bobby fucking Heenan.
And that was when Jeff Jarrett just came out and laid down for Hulk Hogan. This is why this company's, going down because of bullshit like this. And yeah, exactly. Who was right there?
Because
Hulk Hogan was right.
Because Jarrett was supposed to go over. Hogan didn't want to put him over. So Jarrett said, fuck it, I'll just lay down for him and make you look like shit. It's on the...
it's on the network. Yeah,
it's on the network. I think it's on the Monday Night Wars.
It is. Deal. Yeah.
Which I've watched every episode because at one time it was the most interesting thing on.
Yeah.
Now, I strongly suggest to JBL with Legends. JBL needs to be... And just take Michael Cole's place right now. I mean, I like the fact that he's such a businessman and knows what the fuck he's talking about. That whole gimmick of being a rich, New Yorker bullshit that he, out
he's
of
not
nowhere.
from Texas. Fuck you.
Right. He knows his shit. He's a he's a millionaire himself. He knows what the fuck he's doing because of stocks and bonds and trades and shit. So he's, but go ahead.
But that's really one of the main highlights from that. Jeff Jarrett laying down. And the same night at the last match of the pay-per-view,
Booker T.
That was actually an extra match. Yeah.
Yep.
Booker T and Jeff Jarrett.
Yep.
Booker T wins his first of five.
How many?
WCW World Heavyweight Championships.
I wasn't sure I heard all 5 of the 5s.
In my head. I was like 5, 1, 5, 2.
5.1, 5.2. But yeah, I mean, the end of WCW, I mean, I've heard reasons. I've even listened to Bischoff say what happened and the Time Warner merger and the Turner this and Vince Russo that and all this, and they couldn't decide who it was, and people in the suits didn't know what the fuck wrestling was. They just wanted ratings and numbers and money.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less of what you do in the ring as long as you bring me, better than what, this shit. Ric Flair said it was terrible, couldn't wait to leave. I hated it. Like, damn, like it was just a clusterfuck of ugly.
It was
at the end.
I kind of wish though that they would have let Eric Bischoff buy it.
Yeah.
He had the money for it, but then Vince was like, "I'll buy it."
Right.
And they're like, "Okay."
That was it. Like Vince right now, Vince has more money, more knowledge of the business to do with whatever he wanted to do with it. He probably bought it fucking dirt cheap. I can't remember what the price was.
He did too. Yeah.
$1 something.
No, I think it was $1 million.
I remember $1 million or something.
Chump
but it was
change
like,
to Vince.
Like $1 million. I'm giving out my pocket. Like shit.
He wrote him a check, a personal check, not a business check.
It says Vincent K. McMahon, motherfucker. Cash that. That's good to go. Money in the bank. Hey, that's a pay-per-view idea. Like, oh shit.
Hey, that's Jericho's idea.
Right. See, fucking awesome. But, dude, That's what Vince is just.
You can trace
funny.
the downfall of WCW to that shit right there.
Right.
They didn't know what the fuck to do, and it was just horrible. I mean, they had so much talent. It's like TNA now. It bothers me.
Dixie Carter can't afford to watch WWE. That's how fucking no.
She doesn't have the network.
I guarantee Dixie doesn't have the network.
That's not in my budget, sugar.
I ain't got it. I ain't trying to worry about that. I'm trying to make stars out of Rockstar Spud. What?
Jesus Christ, Rockstar Spud.
Okay. Yes, talent. Got it. Name? Change it now.
Who the fuck called him Rockstar Spud to begin with?
The first time I ever saw him was with Dixie, and he was her personal bitch.
Right. He had like a fucking bow tie on and a weird-ass haircut.
Right.
I'm like, this guy cannot be a wrestler.
Like,
you cannot let him in the ring.
Right, and then I've seen so many people say that Rockstar Spud versus EC3 was like the best match TNA's had in years. That doesn't make me want to watch. That makes me laugh. Like, really?
If that is the best match you've had in years, I don't want to watch.
That's like them fucking FarmersOnly.com commercials. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm not gonna go visit. You're not making me want your product. You're telling me pigs are sitting there talking, and that's the best you can come up with.
Where's Jill?
Where's Jill? He's at the.
Where are the fans watching the network?
Right. I'd rather watch old school network than anything brand new TNA. I'm sorry.
Where are the fans? They're watching NXT.
Bruh. Yes. NXT, Ring of Honor. Shit, if New Japan had a channel, I'd be on that shit. I can't get it.
Actually, New Japan is on that channel on.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Yeah. Lucha Underground, I can't watch that either.
Their season's over.
Oh.
They're actually a season show. It ends at the end of the season.
I heard it has like a soap opera feel to it, but at the same time, it's got wrestling in between.
Right. It's actually structured to end at this time.
That's
so it's
amazing.
It's
cool. Different. I like the fact that it's different.
Yeah, it's very, very.
I've seen
cool.
like matches on, like people diving out of the audience and shit. Like, holy fuck!
That's some New Jack shit.
Right, that's amazing though. But I'm okay. I was a fan of New Jack.
All right, I think that's all we got for what we initially had to talk about. So we got some news stories in there. Got the Night of Champions pay-per-view. Coming up next, we're gonna talk about the Hall of Fame. Who should be in? Who shouldn't be in? And who isn't?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. All that and more next on the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast.
Oh.
Hey, kid. You want a toy?
Uh-huh.
How about a bike?
No.
A video game?
No!
Well, okay. You pick a toy.
I want... log! Boy, oh boy!
Yes, log. All kids love log.
What rolls downstairs, a motor and pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's log, log, log. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, log. It's better than that, it's good. Everyone wants a log. You're gonna love it long. Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log.
Log from Blammo.
And we're back, and because of the magic of radio, you don't know how long we were actually gone.
Ha!
Isn't that awesome?
That's awesome. Has no idea. It could have been 2 days.
We could have went to Subway, got something to fucking eat.
Subway. You and Subway.
I like Subway.
I hate Subway. I worked there 5 years and know every in and out of that motherfucker, and I could honestly tell you to stay away from it. But
okay, I don't trust the tuna. Does that help?
Unless I make it, it's not good.
Okay.
I know the secret, and a lot of people didn't. Yeah.
You're like Anthony Edwards and Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. We add a little something special to the secret sauce.
That's special sauce. That's not mayo.
No. Like I said before we went to break, we're going to talk about the Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame, and the TNA Hall of Fame.
Let's cover the TNA and get it over with in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Sting, Angle, Dudley Boys, and...
Oh, damn.
I just broke your heart. Oh, it's sad.
You just cut me off, man.
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead now. Jesus.
Sting, Angle, Dudley Boys, Jeff Jarrett. The end.
Yeah, that's the 5 people that are in the TNA Hall of Fame.
It's a joke.
Okay, your company is how old?
2002, I think.
2002.
So
Your company's
13?
effectively 13 years old.
And it hasn't been the same since AJ Styles left, and I'll go on record to say that.
Yeah, well, most of these were before he left.
AJ Styles should have been the first inductee if you wanted me to take it seriously.
Yeah, you could have inducted guys who were still active on the roster.
And been different.
AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels.
Samoa Joe.
Your TNA originals should all have been in your Hall of Fame.
Ron the Truth
America's
Killing.
Most Wanted.
AMW.
Gail Kim.
Scott D'Amore.
I just said America's Most Wanted. You just said AMW.
Yeah. Team Canada.
Team Canada.
Scott
Petey
D'Amore.
Williams. Yeah.
Petey Williams. Bobby Roode.
If you could have definitely been different with it and been actually like, all right, these guys made us who we are. Thank you so much. We're putting you in our Hall of Fame.
Right.
Our fans love you.
Ken Shamrock should have been in the Hall of Fame.
Fuck yeah, Ken Shamrock.
Their first NWA TNA champion.
Ron the Truth Killings.
Yes.
I think WWE would have been like, fucking take him for a night.
Right.
Oh, you want to go to their Hall of Fame thing? Go right the fuck ahead.
Right. You want to go in the Hall of Fame? Okay, we'll give you Ric Flair for Christian. What?
That was...
And all you're going to do is cut a promo? You didn't even have a match.
That was some great shit, dude.
Oh my god, it's Christian Cage!
I think they would have just traded him straight up.
Dude, he's a fucking horseman. Let his ass over.
Right?
And then Rick's like, oh my god, thank god I'm home. Like, you belong.
Thank God I'm not
here.
working down there anymore.
You belong here. The best thing Ric Flair did in TNA was his rivalry battle promo off with Jay Lethal. That shit is historic.
Jay Lethal's awesome.
Jay Lethal is amazing.
His black machismo thing.
Shit.
Yeah.
Best wrestler. What did he call himself now? The best wrestler alive in the world today.
Probably.
Like he took Austin Aries and CM Punk, mixed them together, and I'm just the absolute best. Like,
yeah.
And he can't be beat. Nobody can touch him right now. He's the fucking man in Ring of
What
Honor.
about the Briscoe? Whatever.
Beat him.
Yeah.
Beat him.
All right. Well, now that we're through the TNA Hall of Fame,
That was quick.
that was fucking fast.
What do you want to cover on this?
Why do you have a Hall of Fame TNA? Why? Why?
I don't know. More money they shouldn't be shelling out.
You want to seem more important, more bigger than you really are.
You were in the beginning. The 6-sided ring, you were different. You were on fucking, I can't remember what channel was that, like Sports Center or ESPN, or I can't remember what, when they first, they
were on Spike when they first got on actual TV.
Well, yeah, that was their first TV deal, but they fucking they was on, like, I remember sports results and shit at the bottom of the screen watching Monty Brown fight Abyss. I'm like, who the fuck is that big dude? And my boys are sitting there. He was like, dude's name is Abyss. He's like, it's kind of like a mixture of Kane, Mankind, and I was like, dude is fucking huge.
That dude's from Cincinnati.
Right. And then when I go and see him, they came to town, and the main event was Abyss versus AJ Styles.
Abyss can go.
And Abyss, I mean, yeah, they labeled him at like 6'6", but oh my god, I saw him signing autographs at the end. The line was so fucking huge, I didn't get one, but it's like the only motherfucker you saw amongst a sea of people, and he's like towering over everybody else. It's like, god damn,
this is a
huge.
big motherfucker.
Right. So I'm not pissing him off like whatsoever. Like,
don't talk about his teeth. Just
boy,
just don't bring it up.
That shit he happened with RVD did that, by the way.
RVD did that.
Yeah.
Think he did the my bad afterwards.
Bro, I'm so sorry, dude. I was high as fuck.
My bad, man.
That's the weed smoking.
Just gotta chill, man. Okay. Hey, everything's cool. Everything's cool when you're Rob Van Dam.
Everything's
right?
cool when you can point at yourself with your thumbs and just have
fuck
initials.
you, WWE, for making him into like a fucking stoner.
Dude, Mr. Monday Night. When he called himself Mr. Monday Night in ECW, with Bill Alfonso, that was the best RVD. I'm sorry.
That was the best RVD. Yeah.
Now when he jumped ship and came to WWE, it's like, oh shit, but then they didn't let him flourish or nothing. They just kind of held him down. And
they signed Rob Van Dam to keep Rob Van Dam out of ECW and WCW.
Yeah,
that's what they did.
Yeah, and best acquisition they got from ECW probably. Yeah, as a whole. I mean, when they brought Sabu, and it's like, oh shit, that's Sabu. But you know it wasn't going to work in WWE because they like to protect their people instead of causing injuries. So, yeah.
All right, so let's jump right into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
All right, just going from the first entrant, Andre the Giant. Arnold Skolland, Lobo Brazil, Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers, Chief J Strongbow, Classy Freddy Blassie, Gorilla Monsoon,
Yes.
James Dudley, who I didn't even know who he was until I read this on Wiki.
Really?
I'm sorry, I apologize. First African American to run a major arena in the United States. So, awesome. Kudos. Antonina Rocca, Big Cat, Ernie Ladd, George the Animal Steele.
Yep.
George the Animal Steele, the only match I remember him being in was him and Savage.
WrestleMania 2? Yes.
Was it 2 or 3?
3, Savage.
No, 2.
Steve
It was
O.
2. It was 2.
Yep. Yeah.
He was trying to take up for Elizabeth. or
George
something.
George had a crush on Elizabeth,
Yeah.
and Savage was the jealous boyfriend type. And, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I remember
That hairy motherfucker.
I remember meeting turnbuckles.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's okay.
Uh,
That whole match is why George the Animal Steele was in Ricky Steamboat's corner at WrestleMania 3.
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Ivan Putski, the Fabulous Moolah.
Yep.
Oh, spoiler alert, Nikki Bella. Fabulous Moolah held her women's championship for 28 years. So fuck
Beat
you.
that, bitch! I'm the star of the Divas Revolution.
And notice I said women's championship
Women's.
and not
Respect.
the Divas championship.
Respect. Fuck the butterfly. Respect.
The tramp stamp title.
Uh-huh.
You have to wear that shit backwards.
Agree. You glitter, bitch.
Eat glitter. The Grand Wizard, Pedro Morales. Baron Mike Kaluna. Sorry.
Ooh.
I've never heard of this guy.
You butchered that.
I apologize. Anybody wants to correct me? Fuck you. No.
I was going to correct you, too, but
no,
sure.
not fuck you. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
Captain Lou.
Captain Lou!
From such movies as Body Slam with Roddy Piper. That's
nice.
it. Yeah.
It's a good movie. Good movie.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Ooh,
who
they just took him out.
They removed him online and everything, but
Is it still on the
they haven't said anything official, so I don't know.
Oh.
Johnny Rods. And the only reason I know who Johnny Rods is because he trained the human suplex machine, Taz.
Yes.
Killer Kowalski. Another one I haven't had the privilege of seeing any matches from. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson.
Of course.
Vincent J. McMahon. Inducted by Shane.
Nice.
Big John Studd. Don Morocco.
Uh-huh.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. Harley Race. I have nothing but respect and awe for all the guys that are on this list so far. And when I say guys, I mean that in a gender-neutral
People.
comment. Yes.
All the people.
Jesse the Body Ventura. Sorry. Governor Ventura.
Governor. Hey, Governor.
Junkyard Dog. Sergeant Slaughter. Superstar Billy Graham. Tito Santana. Bobby the Brain Heenan. Terry Bollea. Hulk Hogan. He's inducted by Sylvester Stallone.
He
That's
was.
awesome.
2005.
Yep. Roddy Piper.
Yep.
Cowboy
Same
Bob Orton. Jimmy Hart. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Nikolai Volkov. I almost said Nikita.
Wow. Two totally different people.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay.
Iron Sheik.
Yep.
Bret Hitman Hart.
Yes.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yes.
Mean Gene Okerlund. Sensational Sherry. Vern Gagne. Why wasn't Vern Gagne inducted earlier?
I think because of the fact that he owned an AWA and had nothing to contribute to WWE ever, so Vince held a grudge.
Fine.
He holds grudges for years.
Yes, he does.
So, yeah.
Just ask Phil. Not this Phil. The other Phil.
The other Phil.
The more famous Phil.
Yeah. Until this gets huge. And then,
Until this gets bigger.
Yeah.
And then we have that Phil on our show. And then we'll call it a day.
I must take a time out and appreciate all the people that are making this so much better than what it used to be. Started from nothing and now, came from the bottom, now we're here. Cue the Drake song. But,
No, Drake.
I like Drake. I like Drake. I don't like Cash Money. I don't care for all the Cash Money,
I
but
have
I
to
like
go on
Drake.
a tangent.
Go ahead.
I don't listen to Drake, so I can't say anything about his music.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I've ever seen of Drake.
Degrassi.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Canadian soap opera.
There was a picture of Justin Bieber next to Rihanna at like a Lakers game or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's spitting game to her, trying to impress her, show her his
Did
phone.
you say spitting game?
Probably.
You're the whitest white boy.
Yes, I am. Let's follow the story
go
here,
ahead,
okay?
go ahead.
And Drake fucking interrupts. Cock blocker.
Hey, Nikki is his chick. Nikki belongs to Drake.
Oh, that was Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna's black and doesn't belong anywhere near Justin Bieber.
She's like Caribbean or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
she's
you know.
she's from,
Anyway, either way,
Still.
you interrupted that dude on purpose.
Good.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Drake will whoop Justin Bieber's punk ass. I don't know why I said it
Yeah.
was Nikki, but yeah, you did say Rihanna.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
Tony.
The American Dream, baby, Dusty Rhodes. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, Jerry the King Lawler, Nick Bockwinkel, Mr. Fuji, the original Sheik.
Yeah. Much love.
Yeah.
Yes, I just did the Sabu point.
And if you listen to Chris Jericho's podcast, Talk is Jericho, you would know that the very first actual card that Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope wrestled on, the original Sheik was in the main event against Bobo Brazil.
Let me
and they were both elderly when this happened.
Let me just point this out 1 second. No offense to you, no offense to Chris, because I know he's a juggalo
I know what you're going to say. It's fine.
But they have no place in pro wrestling. None.
Dude, watch Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
No, thank you. Nothing you can say or do will convince me
fine.
that they belong in wrestling.
Let's keep going.
Right. Just go ahead. I'm not gonna sway you. Fuck, I forgot to bring Stranglemania. God damn it. Not a juggalo. I never will be.
You have to watch that, dude. It's funny as hell.
Just not my thing. I'm
sorry. The Sheik, Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Then in 2008, Nature Boy Ric Flair by himself. High Chief Peter Maivia, Soul Man Rocky Johnson, Mae Young.
Yeah.
Eddie Graham, Gordon Solie, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ricky the Dragon, Steamboat. Did I skip a page?
Did you?
I don't think so.
These are any in order, like alphabetical or anything?
Just by the year.
Oh, by year.
Ricky Dragon, Cowboy Bill Watts, Howard Finkel, Coco Beware.
Why?
And this is where the discussion begins.
Coco.
All right. For the longest of time, I agreed with you that why is Coco Beware in the Hall of Fame? And here's my answer is why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Frankie?
Yeah. It's the Hall of Fame. It's not the Hall of Champions.
Oh, if it was the Champions, half the people
half the people I just named would not be in this thing.
Right. The Bushwhackers wouldn't be in it.
He was very entertaining. He had some decent matches, and the kids loved him, and he had Frankie.
Name the highlight of his career.
I cannot.
Exactly. Name a championship title he's held.
But he was very, very popular in the 80s during when the whole rock and wrestling thing was going on. When Vince first started.
So was Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah, and he should be in it.
He is.
Yes, he is. See?
But he ain't done shit either.
I know. That's why it's the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Champions.
What do you fame is for? What did you ever do in WWE other than become a cartoon?
Look, Kim Kardashian is famous.
Why?
She's never done shit either.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Because she's Kanye West's bitch. Ray J had it first, by the way. Just for those people paying attention who know what I'm talking about.
They know.
Shout out to Kenny Crawford right now because of the fucking post that he posted earlier. He was like, what the fuck's a Rocka Flame and a Fetty Wap? Oh my god. If you follow hip hop at all, that's
no
just
idea what
hilarious.
The fuck that is either, dude. Sorry.
It's people, it's rappers. And neither one of them are any good. They're popular as fuck, no reason because people can follow them, but
okay.
It sounds like ingredients on that new black cheeseburger from Burger King, but
that thing looks fucking disgusting.
Dude, I cannot eat black bread. I'm not racist
I'm not
at all.
That. It just doesn't look natural.
But you can't put A1 on a normal fucking Whopper and let me have it?
Can I just get a regular bun?
Can I get a normal Whopper with A1 sauce? Like, goddamn, why do you have the Halloween burger?
Yeah.
No, but
Keep it on going. Ted DiBiase.
Yep.
Antonio Inoki. Wendy Richter. Maurice Vachon, a.k.a. Mad Dog Vachon. Gorgeous George, the original, not Macho Man's chick from WCW.
Right.
Which I wouldn't be opposed. Never mind.
I would.
Stu Hart. Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Bullet Bob Armstrong. Sunny.
No.
She was the first WWE diva.
No.
All right?
No.
No?
No, Miss Elizabeth.
No, Melissa Elizabeth's in here.
The first lady. She is not in the Hall of Fame.
She is not?
She is not. Whoa. That's one of my fucking...
Yes, why is she not in the Hall of Fame?
There's a lot of people that belong in it that are not.
All right, let me finish the list and we'll get into that.
All right.
Abdul the Butcher. Go into why he's in it, but he's a fucking hardcore legend, so okay.
Forks!
Mil Mascaraz. Edge. Ron Simmons. Damn! Yokozuna. Mick Foley.
Yes!
Bob Backlund. Trish Stratus. Bruno Sammartino. Booker T. The Ultimate Warrior. Jake the Snake Roberts.
I was very proud that Jake finally made it.
Yeah. That was long overdue for Jake.
Very long.
He had to clean up, though.
I understand, but he had one of the most emotional speeches I've ever seen.
That was yeah.
I
can't even say.
If you haven't seen it, go see it. I mean, I know
a grown man cry, Jake.
A majority of us have seen it, but for those who maybe haven't, dude, it's on the network. Just his speech alone is on the network.
Lita, Paul Bearer, Carlos Colon, Razor Ramon. Just call him Scott Hall.
Yep. Did they induct him as Razor or is it
inducted
Scott?
as Razor Ramon?
Oh.
His WWF name.
Gotcha.
Sorry, they had to do that. Macho Man, Rikishi, Alundra Blaze, Larry Zbyszko,
Yes.
Tatsumi Fujinami,
Yes.
Kevin Nash.
The last one put in.
And then we go to groups or tag teams. The Valiant Brothers,
4 Horsemen.
the
Baby.
Blackjacks, the Wild Samoans,
Yep.
the Briscoe Brothers,
Yep.
Jack and Gerald, the Funks, Terry and Dory,
and Dory Jr.
the Von Erichs as a whole family.
Awesome. So sad what happened to them, dude. It's like the worst wrestling tragedy other than Owen
Yeah,
and Benoit.
your whole family is fucked up.
I think there's only, 1 or 2 still?
They've got
It's a family full of suicide.
They've got 2 brothers that are wrestling,
Yeah.
and
Of course, Lacey.
Lacey's still around. Really?
Lacey is sexy. I'm sorry.
Eh.
No disrespect to the
She
Von
looks
Erich.
too much like her dad in the face.
I think she's prettier than Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte,
Charlotte looks like David Flair with a wig.
doesn't she?
Boy. Yes, Nick Van. Yes. Yeah, we all agree.
I mean, she's cool, but then there's that, and the way she says "woo," it just
Yeah. And then the
stop
fact that
saying "woo." You just say it weird.
She woke up. She wore makeup in NXT, and now she's not. And it's like, why?
Yeah,
There's no curves. There's nothing to look at. No ass. No titties. She has. It's like she took a whole bottle of no acetol. Like, why do you have no acetol? Like, for those who get the reference.
yeah.
But yeah,
It took them till 2011 to induct the Road Warriors.
it's terrible.
2012 to induct the 4 Horsemen, the original 4 Horsemen, by the way. Then 2015 the Bushwhackers, and then the unfortunate wing of the Celebrity Wing. Pete Rose finally in the Hall of Fame.
Finally, an A Hall of
William
Fame.
Perry, William Refrigerator Perry. Bob Uecker. Drew Carey. Why?
A lot
Mike Tyson. Why? Donald Trump. Why?
Why?
Mr. T. Yes.
No,
What?
because he loves his mama.
Shut the fuck up.
On Labor Day, on St. Patrick's
Arnold
Day,
Schwarzenegger.
Veterans Day.
Why?
There's so many whys when it comes to the Celebrity Wing.
Yes. Then there's the Warrior Award to Connor the Crusher Michalik.
I
Props to that kid.
it was nice that they did that for him.
Yeah.
But they need to keep doing it and not just, like this year next year, put somebody else in and have it be an annual thing instead of just a one-time only.
Right.
I do like that. My question is, who's getting a statue this year? I mean, we all know Seth got one, but every year they should do a legendary statue. Andre, Warrior, Bruno.
I think they need a physical Hall of Fame to do something like that too. That would be awesome.
Right.
Go like 80s, 90s,
Nice.
70s, 60s.
So who should be next?
Who should be in the Hall of Fame next?
Who should be the next statue?
Oh, the next statue. Who's all got statues?
Savage would be awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Andre, Bruno, and Warrior. That's all they got right now.
Hogan definitely needs one.
Not right now, he ain't. He's got that Paula Dean shit going on.
Well,
I don't like black top.
all right. It'll blow over. He'll be all right.
He wore black and white. But, I don't know.
He hung out with Dennis Rodman. He's
He
got
did.
black friends.
He did, and he had a match against, Karl Malone. And, he let Virgil be in the NWO. Dude, come on. Vincent? Yes.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, we can talk about the Celebrity Wing all day long. Drew Carey, why the fuck is he in the Hall of
There's
Fame?
a lot of whys.
Maybe just, thanks for coming. Spot in the Hall of Fame? No.
You were in the Royal Rumble for 2 minutes.
Until you ran like a bitch when Kane came in.
And then you got out and eliminated yourself.
Yeah, you first tried to pay off Kane and then jumped. Pete Rose, celebrity induction. Come on. For his interaction with the other Big Red Machine.
Pete Rose, I will go on record as saying he belongs in a Hall of Fame.
Not the WWE Hall of Fame.
Not the WWE Hall of Fame.
Okay.
For what he's done for Cincinnati and the Reds as a whole, yes.
That
All-time hit record, Mr. fucking yes.
The Hit King Pete Rose.
Yes.
That's all
Just
I'm gonna
Mr.
say.
Charlie Hustle. Yes.
Yeah.
But you belong nowhere. Because you got beat up by Kane 3 years in a row. 14, 15, 16. No.
Yeah.
You suck. Not as far as wrestling goes, we don't want it. Yes.
As far as people that aren't in,
That belong in?
I got a few I'm going to run by you. The greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Santino.
The Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, shit.
Honky Tonk Man should be in the Hall of Fame.
I can see it.
You can see it?
I won't. He wouldn't headline it, but I can see it.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the headliner of that year.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
It'd be all right.
Right.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Why?
Why?
The thing I remember Brutus the Barber Beefcake more for, not being Hogan's friend, not wearing the mask, but the barber shop where the Rockers broke up.
Exactly. Get inducted by Marty Jannetty.
Why would you invite Marty Jannetty to anything? Oh, God, no, you just made it worse. No.
Induct the Rockers as a tag team.
Who would induct them?
Brutus.
Got the plain glass window in the background. I still have a headache, damn it. Like, oh, God, no. It's terrible. I don't know. I can see Sean going in for DX, but I can't see Sean...
DX going in as a group.
Yes.
All of them together.
Sean Hunter,
the
Outlaws,
China, the Outlaws.
I don't see
X-Pac.
China ever touching Hall of Fame status.
Oh, come on.
Dude, if you Google search China, what comes up?
I don't
Exactly. And in this day and age of wrestling, you don't need that.
I don't know. I'm sure there's that one night that might come up.
There's a couple nights that might come up. Mommy, why is she doing that? Turn that off.
Is that wrestling?
Some kind of something. Ooh, wait. But yeah, Outlaws and Pac maybe, but not.
X-Pac as part of a group, not X-Pac
by
as
himself.
a single. Okay.
1, 2, 3 Kid probably won't be in the Hall of Fame, but as X-Pac and DX, he probably.
Yeah.
I can see it as a group.
Okay. Ravishing Rick
Yes.
Rude.
Why is he not in now?
Let's see. Intercontinental Champion.
U.S. Champion, World Heavyweight Champion.
WCW International Champion.
Bruh.
Going way back on.
Yeah, Dangerous Alliance. Paul
Dangerous
Heyman.
Alliance.
Paul Heyman would be
Paul
perfect.
Heyman could induct him.
Awesome. Medusa
Yeah.
could induct him.
Medusa could induct him.
Yes. Yes.
Long
overdue.
Our boy, hometown boy, flying.
Brian
Pillman.
Why is he
number
not in?
47 in your programs. Number 1 in your heart.
Love it. Love it. Old school.
Actually, he wore 47 and 97.
Yeah, it's true.
And I tried to make a Pillman jersey on the NFL's shop website.
Right.
They wouldn't let me make Pillman.
That sucks.
Probably because it's like Pillman.
Or they want the rights to everything that had to do with
Something
it.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do like Bengal fan.
Yeah.
You know.
No, boo. But yeah, Pillman definitely belongs. Definitely.
I mean, he was the first WCW light heavyweight champion before the cruiserweight title came up.
Right.
Had those awesome matches with
Jushin
Thunder Liger.
Yes.
Even against Brad Armstrong. Don't sleep on Brad Armstrong. He's all right.
Right.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
How's he in the fucking Hall of Fame? Are you kidding me?
Because Road Dogg's his son, and he inducted him.
No, Road Dogg's his brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
Oh. I know the Armstrongs have a... Oh, that's the referee. That's
It's
his...
Bob Armstrong.
Gotcha.
And,
Polo Bob is his
Brad,
dad.
is it? Yeah, it's Brad.
There's a Brad Armstrong.
Brad Armstrong is the one that used to be the ref in ECW too. It's
Oh, okay.
him, yeah.
Gotcha.
I
just know
there's all kinds of Armstrongs.
Yeah.
Stop breeding.
Yeah. You're too old. Say
Of
it.
course, I've got
Say it.
the King of Hearts,
Say it.
Owen Hart.
Say it. It's preach, man. I've been saying for
I don't even have to get into this. Owen Hart.
Martha, man, has been stopping that shit, and you know she didn't want Vince to have the rights or royalties for nothing, anything to do with his name
All that's kind of being glazed over
Right.
now. It's all being
He's
kind
getting
of.
his DVD,
They're kissing and making up lately.
Right.
So I'm thinking, hopefully, maybe this year,
Right.
Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame. That is your number 1 guy this year in the Hall
I'm
of
okay
Fame.
with that. I'm
And
okay with
I would
that.
be perfectly fine with
I
that.
would, if he headlined it, it would be perfect. Let Brett induct him.
Induct him, give his speech.
Man, I mean, he brought him up. Brett brought him up as his own speech.
British Bulldog.
The British Bulldog or the Bulldogs. I'd be
Yeah.
okay with either one.
It'd probably be easier to do the Bulldog by himself first,
True.
just because of
Dynamite's got some issues.
got some issues, and he's still a little bit pissed off.
Right.
That's all I'm saying right now.
I agree. But yeah, British Bulldog Davey Boy by himself, most definitely.
Yeah,
IC champ,
that'd be
European
easy.
champ, tag champ.
The Hart Foundation tag team.
Yes, Brett and Anvil.
Brett and Anvil right now, Hall of Fame.
Natty.
Yeah.
Have Natty induct him.
Have Natty induct him.
Perfect.
Natty and Tyson.
Dude, it'd be awesome to see Tyson again.
Yeah.
There was a Q&A with Natty just recently, and I asked her how Tyson was doing. I never got a response back, but it's okay.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. At least it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's floating around.
Demolition.
Yes! Yes. Agreed. Whole 100. I mean, they were once labeled as the poor man's Road Warriors, but at the same time, they, 3-time tag champs?
Vince's version of the Road Warriors, yeah.
When he couldn't afford the Road Warriors from NWA? Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't sign the Road Warriors.
He didn't want to
So
go.
he made his own Road Warriors.
That's all right. When life doesn't have
You two can wear face paint and spikes, right?
Hey, Repo Man, come
The
here.
fuck is he talking about?
We're going to make you Repo Man.
Here, we went to this S&M store and we got you these garments to wear.
Come out with Mr. Fuji and dominate. Yes! What'd Sean say? I love Mr. Fuji.
Quick segue. I saw this article on NoDQ.com. Jim Neidhart not allowed to sell his own T-shirts.
I read that.
It's fucking what the fuck.
Because they own the rights.
Well, ProWrestlingTees.com launched an online T-shirt outlet for Jim Neidhart on Monday. However, the company said this afternoon that WWE has attempted to block the shirts from being sold to exclusive merchandise contract with him. The parent company of Pro Wrestling Tees, 1 Hour Tees, posted the following response in regards to WWE's actions. Quote, WWE says Jim Neidhart can't sell his own shirts. They don't own his name nor Hart Foundation. Caps lock.
Yeah.
Yet he cannot sell his own tees, question mark, in caps lock. So classy, WWE.
That's because he doesn't own the rights to all his, certain people own the rights to their own names and their own, gimmicks or whatever.
But he wrestled as Jim Neidhart before coming to WWF.
Right.
And he also used it in WCW after leaving WWF.
Who?
Yeah, I remember that.
Who?
Who? So I mean, it's his fucking name. Isn't that his name?
It's his name, but I guess because they own the rights to the Hart Foundation brand or whatever, and he was part of it. I mean, I don't know all the politics and shit, but dirty ass politics is all I can say.
Ain't it?
Vince is, no, my money. I make it, I spend it. Me.
That shit's irritating.
Yeah, I agree.
Miss Elizabeth. Like you said
Yes.
before, I had to write that down.
Most definitely.
Fuck yeah, Miss Elizabeth should be in the Hall of Fame.
Miss Elizabeth.
Again. It's for your fame, not for championships.
I mean, I agree.
All
She
right.
wasn't, but she was the first. She was the first lady of wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Which
though
that's not really a title.
right.
You know?
But at the same time, this is back in the age
The
of
First Lady of the World Wrestling Federation.
This is the stage
What?
of Moolah being champ and Sherry.
Who's the president?
Right.
Is she married to Jack Tunney?
Yeah, Jack Tunney. God, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Jack Tunney should be in the Hall of Fame.
God. Might as well put Barry Horowitz in there.
Hey.
Or Todd Pettengill. The guy kind of looks like me.
Sean Mooney.
Sean Mooney. Lord Alfred Hayes.
Easily.
I mean, shit. Mean Gene's in there, but Mean Gene's awesome. The Fink's in there.
The Fink's in there.
Fink is the only person on the current roster. Yes, he's on the roster because he's employed by them. That has been to every WrestleMania. Vince,
As it should be.
Vince was not at WrestleMania, the first one.
He wasn't?
He was not. He produced it.
How the fuck were you not
He
at
was not
WrestleMania?
there. He was. I forget where I read it somewhere, or it was on the network or something.
I don't think that's right.
No, dude.
That doesn't sound right at all.
One of the history of WrestleMania. I actually have it. It's on the network, I think. WrestleMania 1. Fuck. Now I'm trying to second guess myself.
Yeah, look
Hold
at
on.
you. Because
Yeah.
Vince not being at his baby, that does not sound right.
Because I know for a
As
fact.
anal retentive as that motherfucker is.
Okay, so Howard, right, but is Howard Finkel being the only person, which means Vince wasn't there at 1.
No, Howard.
Or how he had, what it is he's had to miss at least 1 then. Because I know he was announcing it 2. I don't know who the announce team was for 1.
What a maneuver.
He had, I'm pretty sure, you know what? Don't listen to me.
Hashtag what a maneuver.
Yeah. Fuck. He had to be at 1, like you said. But I know somewhere I read the fact that Finkel is the only one that's been to everyone. So Vince had to miss At least one, not WrestleMania 1, but at least it had to be.
Yeah, I don't think he
I
missed
don't know.
WrestleMania 1.
No, probably not.
Maybe a later one.
Don't listen to me at all.
Possibly, but not one.
Even though I'm the voice of the podcast, I don't get it.
Yeah.
You're the producer. You're the editor. You're the all the fucking end credits. If we had credits, would say Phil Durbin, and I'd have like one little thing that says Phil Durbin and Adam. You know what I mean? It would That's it.
That's pretty nice.
You would have producer, co-producer, co-editor in chief,
Writer.
Phil Durbin, did his homework. Phil Durbin.
Like I write shit. I'm not writing shit down.
But I'm going to take.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I'm not the voice of the voiceless, but I'll be the voice of the podcast because that's all I contribute to this thing. You do pretty much everything.
You could really say we are the voice of the voiceless.
That's all right. We're the voice of the PWF. Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can, I can't speak for everybody, but, we speak. So you hear us loud and clear when you pay attention and hit that click button. So click on the play button.
Yeah, click play.
Click play. But yeah,
What do
anybody else?
you got? What do you got? Who do you got that should be in
You
the
covered a lot.
Yeah, look at you.
Why is Bam Bam Bigelow not in the Hall of
Captain,
Fame?
do your homework.
Why is Bam Bam Bigelow not in the Hall of Fame?
Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? I'll tell you why. Because he got beat
By Lawrence Taylor.
Worst
WrestleMania pay-per-view main event ever.
Yeah, that guy.
Vader.
Vader, yeah, definitely Hall of Fame. He held the WCW championship for over a year, or maybe just under a year. All right, so I mean that says something right there. When you're facing guys like Sting, Flair,
Boy.
and you hold that belt for a year, I'd say you deserve it.
Shit. Just looking around the room trying to get ideas. Hold on.
Really?
Dean Malenko.
I don't
Dean
know.
Malenko. This is just possibly me, in my opinion, but the hands down one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
Right up there with Brian Pillman, right up there with Juice and Thunder.
I think Ray's first ballot,
Ray's
Hall of
in
Famer.
there, but I think I don't know if they had
Ray,
a bad fallout or not. But
Ray's not in the Hall of Fame.
Nope.
He will be one
You
day.
think?
I think so.
Yeah. We could talk potential Hall of Famers all day, and then you got a list. Taker, Triple H,
Oh shit.
Rock.
Taker's a no-brainer. All right.
Right.
Taker, Kurt Angle,
Boy.
Brock Lesnar's going to be in it.
We just had a thing about Kurt Angle saying if all he
Right.
ever does is come back for Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
that's enough.
If he doesn't go back to TNA, if he signs with WWE, what you need to do, we've talked about this before,
Right.
have him in the Hall of Fame, make him a manager of Jason Jordan and what's the other guy? Chad Gable?
Yes, Jason Jordan, Pioneer.
Yeah. What?
Jason Jordan and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Managed by.
Since you're playing on your phone.
I'm not
Managed
playing.
by the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
You like that? I said that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you also have him as a trainer in NXT. Why?
Fucking
Because he
perfect.
can show people how to chain wrestle.
Train at the Performance Center.
Right. Have
Don't
him train
take
people.
bumps and shit because of your bad neck, but sit there and be like, Billy, like, I don't know if you saw this past
Billy
season. of
Kidman's
Tough
a
Enough.
fucking trainer. Yeah.
Billy Kidman's a trainer. Billy Gunn's a trainer. Dude, like Bill DeMott was doing for the longest time before he got let go.
Yeah.
All he did was bark orders and say, no, don't do it that way, do it this way. And then, you learn because he was the fucking, like, Sarge in the power plant.
Well, he was a general in
See, General Erection.
General Erection.
God, that whole fucking gimmick sucked. I think that was the same time as a fucking
Major Guns.
Major Guns, Lieutenant Loco,
Lieutenant
which
Loco.
was Chavo.
Corporal Cajun.
Corporal Cajun, which was
Lash LaRue.
Lash LaRue, the ginger. And there was another
Call
one.
from Mama.
Don't listen to that right now. Sorry.
Well, with that, I think we don't have a lot more to say in this episode of the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast. Be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube,
And Twitter.
follow us on Twitter at PWF Podcast.
And get your shirts.
Next time we have some running, we got some more ideas kicking around.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's bought one so far.
Awesome.
Really appreciate it. Just helping to spread the word. Awesome. Love you guys.
We're going to work on them pictures in the background, too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on a collage.
You get
or
a
something.
shirt, take a picture, send it to us. Adam's going to do a collage. So that'll be awesome.
I'll be featured to everybody that wears a shirt. I promise. I'm going to fix it up.
Yeah.
So.
And no weird Photoshop.
No, it's going to be whatever picture you send in, and then everybody all together wearing their shirts. And
Right.
we are wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Keep calm and be a pro wrestling fan.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Um,
That's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Any comments, questions, email us at prowrestlingfanspodcast@gmail.com. That's a wrap. I'm Phil.
I'm Adam.
Thank you.
Later, y'all.
It's still real to me, damn it!